Let us now
천지인
offer
참
a big
부모님께
bow
경배를
before true
올리도록
parents of heaven, earth,
하겠습니다.
and humankind.
경배는
Let us
서신처로
offer
하도록
a standing
하겠습니다.
bow to
천지인
true
참
mother, to
부모님께
the true mother of heaven, earth, and
경배.
humankind. 경배.
바로
바로.
다음은
Next,
꽃다발
we will now
봉정의
offer the
순서입니다.
flowers.
꽃다발
The
봉정은
flowers will be
문선진
offered by
세계회장
our international
대변께서
president,
봉정해 주시도록
Sunjinim's
하겠습니다.
family.
꽃다발을 봉정에 올릴 때
When
우리
the
전체의
flowers are
정성을 다하는
offered, let us
마음으로
put our
다시
hearts
한번 여러분
together
뜨거운 감사의
and let us
박수를
give a big round of
부탁드립니다.
applause as True Mother receives these beautiful flowers from all of us.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you very much.
이제 천지인
Now,
참
our beloved
부모님께서
true mother of heaven, earth, and
천국
humankind
5주년을 기념해
will now give us
여러분
the
귀한
main
말씀을
address.
주시는 시간입니다.
Our mother will
여러분
speak
다시
to
한번
us and let
우리의
us
온
give
마음과
a
온
big
정성을
round of
다해
applause
천지인 참
as true
부모님께
mother
감사의
gives us
박수를
miraculous
부탁드립니다.
words of truth. Please join me in thanking true mother once again. Let us give true mother another big round of applause, please.
조용히 자리에 앉겠습니다.
Everyone, please be seated. Please be seated.
사랑하는
Beloved,
전 세계
blessed families
가정연합의
and members of
식구
Family Federation from throughout the world.
축복 가정
Blessed
여러분.
families from around the world.
오늘
Today,
기원절
as we
5주년을
celebrate the
맞아
5th anniversary of Foundation
여러분들은
Day, I would like to
어디에
ask,
서 있습니까?
in which position are you standing right now?
창조주
Heavenly
하늘
Parent, the
부모님께서
Creator,
당신의 형상을 따라 천지
created
만물을
heaven
창조하시고
and earth in accordance with by
인간
manifesting
형상이 될
His
수 있는
internal self.
아담
And God created Adam and Eve to
남자와
become the first human
여자를
ancestors.
창조하시오.
God created the first men and the first women.
그들에게는
And to
특별히
them, God gave a special portion of responsibility, asking them
성장
to go
기간이라는
through a growth period.
시간을 통해서
And by going through this growth period,
하늘
to
부모님과
realize the ideal of
절대적으로
Heavenly Parent
일치된
through
자리에서
absolute unity with Heavenly Parent,
절대 신앙,
by following
절대 사랑,
true Father,
절대
Heavenly Parent
복종으로
with absolute faith,
완성한
absolute love,
자리에
and absolute obedience. And in the
하늘
position of their
부모님께서
perfection, true
함께
Father,
하시려
Heavenly
하셨습니다.
Parent wanted to dwell
이것이
within them. And this was
창조주
Heavenly Parent's
하늘
ideal
부모님의
of
꿈이셨습니다.
creation. This was Heavenly
그런데
Parent's
어떻게 됐습니까?
dream. However, what happened to Heavenly Parent's
책임을
dream?
못한 자리에
Adam and Eve
떨어진
fell and
아담,
failed
하와는
to fulfill their responsibility.
하나님과
And
관계없는
Adam and Eve became
타락한
the
세계를
fallen
만들었습니다.
ancestors who created the fallen world with no
그러나
relationships whatsoever to Heavenly Parents and
하나님께서는
true parents. However, Heavenly Parent
타락한
could
인류를
not abandon fallen
그냥
humanity.
보고만 있을 수
Heavenly
없어.
Parent could not watch idly as
상담,
humanity
복귀,
suffered,
섭리
and that is
역사를
why Heavenly Parent initiated
이끌어
the
나오셨습니다.
painful history of the providence of restoration through
그것이
indemnity. And that history, that providence,
이스라엘이라는
began with by choosing through the chosen people of Israel, beginning from an individual to the family, the tribe, the nation, and the people.
잘못된 모든
And
것을
Heavenly Parent
탕감받게
worked
하는
and paid through
과정에서
indemnity
하늘이
everything that was
얼마나
wrong.
힘들었으면
How painful must this dispensation have been,
인간들이 얼마나
that and how
무지했으면
ignorant must have human beings been,
4,000년이라는
that it took
기간을
4,000 years
거쳐 나오기까지
for the nation of
하늘이
Israel to reach a
얼마나
national level,
고통스럽고
and how
한스러운
painful
섭리
and
역사인가를 여러분은 알아야
excruciatingly
합니다.
difficult must have this history been, that
그들을
it took 4,000 years. You
메시아를
must
보내주마
understand
하며
this
달려
truth.
나오셨습니다.
And the people of Israel
민족이
lived their
형성되어
entire lives waiting for the second
하늘은
advent. And a
메시아를
people was formed,
보내주셨습니다.
and in accordance with heaven's promise,
그러나
God sent the Messiah on this earth.
메시아의
However,
환경권을 만들어 드리는 나라가 되지
the
못했습니다.
nation that should have welcomed the Messiah could not
하나님은
establish the foundation
약속을
for
지키셨습니다.
Jesus. Heaven
그것이
kept its promise,
성경에서 말한
and this
구약
is
섭리
the
역사입니다.
Old Testament providence mentioned in the
그런데
Bible.
여기서 여러분들이
However,
알아야
what
될
you need to
것은
understand at this point is
탕감을
that
벗어나는 일이
in
얼마나
really
힘든가를 알아야 됩니다.
paying all of indemnity
4,000년 만에
is such a difficult
하늘이
task. For the
찾으시려
first
하셨던
time in 4,000
참
years,
부모가 되실
true
분을
parents
십자가에
were sent on this
내모른
earth.
이스라엘
However, the
민족은
people of Israel failed
어떻게
to welcome
됐습니까?
Jesus and sent him to the cross.
탕감에
And what happened
탕감을
to them?
더하여
They had to pay indemnity again and
힘든
again, and
역사를
they
걸어나올
had
수밖에
to
없었습니다.
endure a painful
우리는
history
압니다.
of the providence. We
그
clearly know
탕감이
how much
얼마나
indemnity had to
컸는지를.
be paid. How great must have this indemnity been?
예수님께서 십자가에
As
들어가시며
Jesus laid on the
다시
cross, he
오마했습니다.
prophesied that he would come again.
기독교의 출발은
And the beginning of Christianity,
성령의 부활로 시작이
Christianity
됩니다.
owes its roots to the Pentecost initiated by the Holy Spirit.
초대 기독교인들은
And the
많은
early
핍박을
Christians
이겨내야만 했습니다.
had to overcome countless opposition and
그러나 기독교의
persecution.
본질은
But the essence of Christianity
오실 재림 메시아를
is
기다리기
to
전에
lay the foundation for the returning Messiah.
재림 메시아가
And
와서
when the Messiah
무엇을
comes, what
어떻게
dispensation,
해야
what
하는
providence would the Messiah initiate? Understanding
섭리를
this providence is the
알아야
first,
했는데 그렇게
first
알지
responsibility of Christianity. Unfortunately, to this
결국
day, Christianity remains
오셔서
ignorant of this
어린 양
truth.
잔치를
The
한다고
eventual
했으니
mission of the returning
독생자
Messiah is
앞에는
to host the holy wedding
독생녀가
of the Lamb.
탄생되어야
And
하는
since the
것입니다.
only begotten Son comes again, the only begotten
그
daughter must
독생녀는
emerge for the
기독교
holy wedding of
기반을
the Lamb to
통해서
take place.
승리한
And the only
자리에서
begotten daughter should
탄생되어야
be
하는
born on the
것입니다.
victorious foundation of
그것이
Christianity. And this is
이 한반도를 중심하고
why, centering on the
1943년에
Korean Peninsula in
독생녀가
1943, the only
탄생됐습니다.
begotten daughter was born here in Korea.
독생녀가 탄생됨은
And the
신약
birth
시대의
of the only begotten daughter
종말을 말합니다.
is the end of days, the last
이제
days that are mentioned in the
독생녀와
New
하나 된
Testament. And now,
부모가
by
이
uniting with
땅에
the only
등장함으로
begotten daughter, and through the
새로운
advent of true
섭리가
parents, a new
펼쳐지게
providence
됩니다.
has begun.
그것이
And that
성약
is
시대입니다.
the completed Testament age.
참 부모,
True parents,
재림 메시아가
the returning
와야
Messiah
할
must come again,
환경은
and the Messiah should
국가
come again
기반에서
on the national
기독교 문화권이
foundation
환영하는
at the
자리에서
time in a period where
등장해야
Christianity
합니다.
welcomed
그러나
the returning Messiah.
그렇게 되지
Unfortunately,
못했습니다.
this dispensation was also
50년이라는
frustrated. For 50 years, true parents
세월을 통해서
had to toil,
하늘이 주신
And-
약속을 지키기 위한
and in order to maintain
섭리를
the promise
해
that heaven
오셨습니다.
made with humanity, true parents led the
그리하여
dispensation of heaven by
2013년
themselves. And that is how in 2013,
13일에
on January 13,
기원절을
true
선포하게
parents
됐습니다.
proclaimed Foundation Day of Cheonilgo.
기원절은 누구로 말미암아
Who
출발이
began
되었습니까?
Foundation Day?
독생녀,
It is
참
the only
어머니로
begotten daughter,
말미암아
true mother,
새 시대,
that opened the
새
new era,
역사가
the
출발이
new
되었습니다.
providence, the new history.
아시겠습니까?
Do you understand?
전 세계의 축복 가정들은
Beloved, blessed families from around the
통일가의
world
가정연합의 식구들은
and members of Family Federation throughout
책임이
the world,
있습니다.
you have a responsibility.
하나님이 아담
And that
헤아를
responsibility
창조하시고
is
그들에게 책임을
to
주셨듯이
fulfill the responsibility
축복받은
just as Adam and
여러분들은
Eve received the
참 부모
responsibility
앞에 하늘 부모님
from
앞에
Heavenly Parent.
책임을 해야 됩니다.
All of you also have a responsibility before true parents. And you
천일국이
need to fulfill
시작되었는데
that responsibility because the era of Cheonilguk has already begun.
하나님이
But
품고자 하신
Heavenly Parent
백성이
seeks to embrace
없어야 되겠습니까?
all of humanity, but can we stay by
하늘 부모님께서는
without any people? We need the people of heaven. And that is
천일국을
why Heavenly Parent
열어주시면서
opened the era of Cheonilguk.
많은
And
준비를 해
true
오셨습니다.
parents made various preparations.
내가 말했습니다.
I've mentioned this before.
여러분들이 책임하는 데 있어서
When it comes to fulfilling your
하늘이
respective
준비한
responsibilities,
의인을 찾으라고
I
얘기했습니다.
mentioned, please find the righteous people heaven has prepared.
6,000년
Over the
한강복기 섭리 역사
5,000, the 4,000 and 6,000 years of the providence, we know that even though this world has been filled with fallen
선을
nature,
추구해 나왔고
human beings still answer
궁극에는
the calls of the original mind,
절대다
yearning
되시는
to unite
하나님,
with Heavenly
하늘
Parent, the
부모님 앞에
absolute true
아들, 딸이
parent,
되고자
and
하는
become the
소원이
children
있습니다.
of Heavenly Parent. That
하늘
dream,
부모님
that
역시
wish remains alive in the
당신의
hearts of all
자녀를
human beings. And
품고
Heavenly
싶은
Parent
꿈이
also
있으셨습니다.
yearns to embrace all of humanity as His beloved
우리는
children. That
많이
dream
부족하지만
remains eternal.
하늘이
And even though we may be
우리를
lacking in many
위해서
ways, heaven
준비한
has prepared
그
various righteous people
사랑을
who can support us.
받을 수 있는
And
여러분이 되어야 할
you
것입니다.
must become the people
그래서 나는
who can
말했습니다.
inherit the love, the blessings of Heavenly Parent. And that is why I have boldly
초창기로
proclaimed,
돌아가
let us return to the
신령과
heart
진리로
of the early days of the church.
참
Let us be
부모님과
born again
하나된
in the spirit and the truth. Let us
해바라기와
unite with the true
같이
parents. Let us become
정렬된
sunflowers who are
마음,
completely
몸으로
aligned with the sun.
여러분의
And in
책임은
mind,
종족
heart, and body,
메시아의 책임을
let us
해야
inherit the
한다고
true parents'
말했습니다.
heart and become victorious heavenly
종족
tribal
메시아 책임
messiahs.
하나로 끝나는 것이
And
아닙니다.
our responsibility does not
더
end with
나아가서
tribal messiahship. Let us go
430
beyond that so that 430
같이
families
종족
can all
메시아가
become
된다면
heavenly tribal
종족
victors.
메시아의
And
환경권은
in so
나라를
doing,
넘어
the foundation
세계를
of heavenly tribal messiahship can go beyond the
하나로
nation
만들 수 있는
and help realize
한국권이 되는
one
것입니다.
family under
이것이
God. This
지상에
is
섭리를
the
책임지고 있는
providence that should take
참
place on
부모,
this earth.
참
And this
어머니와 하나된
is the way to
여러분들이
unite with Heavenly
책임해야
Parent and
될
true Mother.
사명입니다.
This is your respective responsibilities.
그래서 나는 서두에
That is why
여러분이
I have
어느
mentioned
시점에 어디에
at
서
the beginning, I
있는가
mentioned,
물었습니다.
where do you stand at this moment?
어디에 서 있습니까?
Where do you
아직도
currently stand?
여러분은
Are you still
성약 시대에
living
머물고
in the
있습니까?
Old Testament age?
어디에
Where
머뭅니까?
are you currently standing? We live in the Cheonilguk era, Mother.
천일국에 머물려면은
In order to
천일국의
live in the era
백성으로서
of
책임을
Cheonilguk,
해야 됩니다.
you need to fulfill your responsibility
아직도
as citizens of
성약 시대에
Cheonilguk.
머무르고 있는
There are still people who are
여러분의
in the
형제가
completed
있다면
Testament
깨우쳐줘야
age.
합니다.
If there are such
섭리는
brothers and sisters,
발전해 나갑니다.
please mention that we
섭리는
live in the Cheonilguk
여러분을
era.
기다려주지
The
않습니다.
providence is advancing
오직
and the providence
여러분들의
does not wait
책임과
for you.
노력이
Your efforts and whether you
참
fulfill your
부모와
responsibility
함께
is
지상생활을
what will
했던
determine
여러분의
whether your
정성과
정성 and your results are what
영원히
will determine
기록에 남을 수
eternally
있는 천보원을 나는
whether you can be
만들고
registered
있습니다.
in Chunbo-won. And Chunbo-won will be the place where your achievements will eternally be recorded.
천일국
Beloved
5년을 맞아
members,
여러분들,
as we welcome the 5th anniversary of Cheonilguk,
여러분 주변에 있는
it is my hope that not only all of you, but all of your neighbors
모든
and all
낙엽과 같은
citizens
무리들이 있다면
who live near you,
다
who are all like the
정리해야 할
leaves,
것입니다.
you need to clearly,
여러분의 갈 길이 바쁩니다.
you're busy, the
알겠습니까?
path you must take is busy, therefore do not
그렇게
be
하겠습니까?
confused by all of the leaves that are on the wayside trying to distract you.
그렇게 될 때
And when you do so,
오늘
today,
천이국을 기념하는
as we celebrate the 5th anniversary of
이
Cheonilguk,
자리에
right
하늘
here,
부모님께서
Heavenly Parent
참 부모와 같이
will
함께 하심으로써
celebrate just as you are celebrating with true parents, and all of you
영원한
will become
축복과
the blessed families who receive eternal blessings and love.
그게 여러분들은
And that is
전 모든 것을
I hope that all of you can mobilize all of your efforts
승리한
so that you can be absolutely victorious and become the citizens of true parents, the true children of true parents. That is my earnest hope for all of you.
모두 자리에서
Everyone, please
일어나시오.
rise.
귀한 말씀으로
Let us
우리를
offer
결단케
a
해주시고 귀한
standing
축복을
ovation
내려주신
to True
전진
Mother
참부모님께
for
여러분 다시 한번
giving
감사의
us
박수를
precious words of
올려주시기
truth
바랍니다.
and leading us into a firm determination to be victorious in this Cheonilguk era.
다음은